students, welcome to biology class of StudyGist. So our today's chapter is cell, its structure and functions. So in this class the topics which will be discussed, these are the discovery of cell, about the cell theory, variety in the number of cells, and cells are the basic structural units of living organisms. The explanation of this statement, right? But before we start today's discussion, let me give you a brief idea about our social media platforms through which you can reach us. So this is how as you can see on the screen, that StudyGist Academy is our YouTube channel. Do subscribe our channel, like us on Facebook, join our Telegram channel. The link is given here and it looks like this. The name of our channel, this Telegram channel is StudyGist School 7 to 10. And in this channel, each and every updates about the live classes and the study materials you will be getting. So do join this channel. Follow us on Instagram, and you can also join us through WhatsApp community. The number is displayed over the screen. And for more updates, for more details, do visit our websites www.studygist.in. Now in Google Play Store, our free app is available, StudyGist. It looks like this. And it's a very user-friendly app, and through this app the live classes are being conducted and all the recorded classes of each and every subjects are available here. So do join this app, download it and install it now. This is how our YouTube channel looks like. So as I earlier told you, do subscribe our channel and don't forget to hit the bell notification to get instant updates whenever any new videos will be uploaded of that. And this is how our Facebook page looks like. So like us on Facebook too to be united with us constantly. So without any further delay, let's moving on to our discussion today. So the chapter cell, structures and function will give you the idea how the concept of cell comes. All the living organisms we know, we perform different types of functions like nutrition, excretion, respiration, all these metabolic processes, all the life processes for keeping the continuity of our life, right? These functions, these processes are very much important for us, right? And these are executed with the help of different organs which are made up of small units, and the basic unit of this is called cell. Now the arrangement of cell can be compared with the bricks of a building. If this is suppose a wall, and this wall definitely made up of bricks. So this is one brick, this is another. In this way the whole wall is made, right? So as this whole wall, the basic unit, if we talk about, the single brick is the basic unit of making the whole wall, forming the whole wall. Like that, our each and every living body is made up of that small unit. It looks like this, okay? This mature cell, mature unit of life looks like this. This is the entire unit, entire cell. So in this way, if they are placed together, these bricks, then only the whole wall will be formed. Exactly similarly like that, all the cells of our body, when they are put together, they are performing a particular function, they are made for a particular purpose, and we can perform these kind of live activities freely, then the whole body of an organism is formed. Alright, so this is the next slide is saying about the discovery of cell, means कैसे सेल का डिस्कवर हुआ था, right? Cells were discovered by the scientist. The name of this scientist, don't forget it ever, okay? The name of the scientist is Robert Hooke. और ये कब की बात है? 1665. When about the time we cannot think of. तब हम लोग कैसे थे? तब हम लोग उतने डेवलप थे भी या नहीं? We are not even sure about it. But this scientist, he was so genius, so brilliant that cell का जो idea था, he was the first person to give it. किया था, कुछ उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया था, तब जो साइंटिफिक काम होते थे, that scientific work was based on observation. कौन चीज़ों को अच्छे से ऑब्जर्व कर सकता है, कितने अच्छे से ऑब्जर्व कर सकता है और नया क्या देख रहे हैं, उसके बेसिस पे ही ये जो कुछ नया चीज़ को ऑब्जर्व करने का जो इवेंट है, जो प्रोसेस है, वो होता था. ओके, सो व्हाट ही ऑब्जर्व्ड अ थिन स्लाइस ऑफ कॉर्क. प्लांट कॉर्क का जो कॉर्क पार्ट जो होता है प्लांट बार्क का, स्टेम का, वहां से एक स्मॉल सा स्लाइस उसका उन्होंने लिया एंड इन अ सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप ही ऑब्जर्व्ड इट. एंड क्या देखा उन्होंने? ही सॉ इट वाज मेड अप ऑफ स्मॉल बॉक्स लाइक स्मॉल चैम्बर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स. एंड these small boxes appeared. He found one similarity with the honeycomb. Like honeycomb ऐसा दिखता है. Right? So he found the similarity with the structure of honeycomb, with one box separated from other by a partition. Here also you can see that this one chamber, one room or one chamber is not merged with the next one. It is rather separated, and that's why. And from that observation, Robert Hooke coined the term cell for each box. Each box was considered as cell. He actually observed dead cells in the cork. He saw why dead cells. I'll come to you later about this. How we will be able to understand which one is the dead cell, which one is the living cell. I'll tell you about that. So he is the Robert Hooke, and in the simple microscope he basically saw this, with which he found the similarity with the structure of honeycomb, and from that each and every chamber was named as cell. समझ में आया? Okay. Next देखते हैं. I was talking about the brick wall and the cell. It looks like this. See the comparison, how similar they are, right? So this is a single unit, single brick is forming the whole wall or the whole building. Like that way our whole body, total organismal body is made up of cell. ये एक single जो chamber है, this is one cell, this is another cell, and these are joined with a partition wall present between these two cells. Okay, now talking about another person, Anton van Leeuwenhoek. So he is the person, he in the year 1667 first he observed and described the living cell. Okay, he observed the living cell. However, even 150 years after Robert Hooke's observation, much was not known about the cell. So can you think that 1665 was the time when Robert Hooke coined the term cell, remembering about the small chambers compared of cork, observing the cork which was compared with the honeycomb, right? But उनका जो ऑब्जर्वेशन था उसके 150 years के बाद भी सेल के बारे में उतना ज़्यादा कुछ पता नहीं चला था. Alright? It was only after the discovery of better microscope, क्योंकि at that time only there was existence of simple microscope. Compound microscope तब नहीं था, and without compound microscope, without observing under the compound microscope, it was almost impossible to observe, to claim something new. Okay? With the higher magnifying power, microscope जो होता है मैग्नीफाई करता है चीज़ों को, और कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप जो है वो और भी ज़्यादा टाइम्स उसको मैग्नीफाई कर देता है. So magnifying power that the cells of the living organisms and the cell organelle, I'll come to you later, but a brief idea I can give you that small organs present within each and every cell is called a cell organelle. That could be observed. Okay, and next is what are the cells? Basically they are the basic structural units of life, as I told you, and the organisms may differ from one another. Definitely some are long, some are fat, some are thin, some are short, but that doesn't mean that their cells will be different. Their number of cells may be less, but it's not that their body is made up of something else. So whatever will be your shape, whatever will be your kind of, however, but all of our bodies are made up of cells. This is the main thing. Next, talking about the cell theory, and the theory of cell was given by two scientists, Sladen and Swan, in the year 1939. It's a theory which was a combined effort. Both of their wordings, both of their statements were placed together and published in the form of, that is right now known as the cell theory. So what are the statements? What were the statements of their theory? First is that the living beings are made up of cells and their products. Cell make some products, and the cell along with their making products